Howdy peeps, and welcome back or welcome to the channel. And today I thought, well, might as well do a water change and kind of explain what I do, why I do it, how I do it, all that kind of good stuff. So there may well be some random noises. I will just do my belt up a bit tighter so there aren't any random butt crack shots. Now this is my 200 litre. I've already taken one bucket full out, which is a UK bucket, so 3 gallon, not 5 gallon. Piece of random stem. And time for the second. Good old fashioned gravel vac. Stop trying to eat me, guppy. This is going to make random nasty noises until it's got... Yes, I know, little guppies. Yes, my guppies are friendly. Now obviously before I've done this, I've turned off the main internal filter and the heater. Always a good thing to do. So the first thing I will do is slowly and carefully, because there's usually someone living on it, I will pull out my box filter, remove the lid, and in a week that's how manky it gets. So we're just clean that out in the water that's coming out of the tank. So if there's any bacteria in there, we're not killing them instantly. Although I don't think, well, my tap water isn't that highly chlorinated, so it's not usually an issue. I do pull the excess off. Here the bottom part will swill out as well, and then obviously keeping a close eye on the bucket, because this gravel vac does pull a lot of water at quite an alarming rate. So well, compared to my other one anyway, which is a nano one, which takes several minutes to fill a bucket, but this one is considerably faster. And we just pop that back together, and yes, I clean out my filters every week. There's no reason not to, that I can see. Makes lots of loud farty noises as it goes back in. Move the airline back across. Make sure it's in roughly the right place. There we go. Pull that out. Lose a slipper. Try not to drip too much water on the floor if we can help it. That's always a good thing to do. And yet that water is thick and brown. Normally I would pour the water on the garden, but the weather's not particularly pleasant. It's kind of raining, sleety, snowy, and you know, I'm on video, I'd rather not have to go outside. So down the sink it goes. And you'll probably hear my sink in the background. That needs a bit of a clean out because it's getting a bit slow. And like most, well, like all my tanks, they generally get 25% water change once a week. Which in the case of this one is 3 buckets full. And once I've got things drained down, and we see what we've got to deal with. While we're waiting on that to fill, I will trim some of the parts a little. The limnophilia especially tends to go a bit cray cray. That one's not looking too happy. Pop that off there, that off there, that off there, that off there. Bit of an algae infested mess down here, but hey ho, these things happen. Just nip off the dead parts. Back to a leaf or a joint. There we go. Mainly just manky old stem. I think most everything else is okay, doesn't really need much in the way of trimming. I have got some more of the limnophilia that I've grabbed from my trimmings tub, so I'll replant that down the back just so we can get more grown up, because it tends to grow tall. You nip it off or cut it off and then it'll either sprout another couple of stems or it'll just die back. Grows that fast, it's not a problem. In a couple of weeks that'll be back up the top of the tank. Let's see if we can get them to do it again on camera. Stick my hand in, normally within seconds it's getting munched by guppies. There's other things going on at the moment, so they're a tad on the what else is happening side rather than, ooh, human's hand, food. And also, while you're doing the water change, you can have a good look at the tank and check all the fish are healthy, because they normally tend to come out during a water change, normally because they're scared. You just have a good look at everything, see how everything is. I'm aware now I've got some blackbeard algae in here, mostly on the Anubias and the dwarf sage. Not too big of an issue. We can soon sort that if it becomes an issue. So this thing doesn't take long to fill a bucket. There we are. I've got all my plant trimmings wrapped around it, that's better. Drop that down there, out of the way. Now the reasons why we do water changes, most people do it on the reducing the nitrates front. Me personally, yes, it does reduce the nitrates, because, you know, as Rachel O'Leary said, the solution to pollution is dilution. That stuck with me, it's a nice little saying. But also, you know, it's not just the nitrates we're taking out, there's various other things that can build up in the water column that you might not want in the water column. And there are other things that can get used up in the water column. Now, if you're living in a relatively soft water area without much hardness in the water, you could quite easily run out of calcium and various other minerals that are in there, which things need to be healthy. This is the reason when people use RODI water, they add stuff to it rather than just pure RODI water, because that's pretty much useless for anything alive. So at the moment I'm cleaning out the internal U4 filter. It's one side done. This is the side that normally gets muckier. So again, just I do this every week when I do my water changes. clean out all my filters, just as a matter of course. I know some people say if you clean them out too often you run the risk of crashing the cycle or over cleaning the tank, or yes, you possibly could. It's what I've been doing for the best part of 2 years now, and it's not caused me a problem yet, so you know, to me, getting the muck out of the tank is probably better for it. So I'm just squeezing the sponges, etc. out in the tank water, reassembling, and replacing. And again, doing it every week, I get to know, oh yeah, that sponge is a bit on the way out, or you know, that fine floss pad is on the way, and we squeeze the excess water out while we're here because it's old tank water. And the thing full of biomedia to give that a good shake out, good shake up any gunk that got in there. Right, this is just what comes with the filter, so I've not added extra. Pop that back in, close the filter, just quick check there's no one swum behind it, and rehook it up. So, kind of there. Just going to have a look, roll our sleeve up, pull some of the more algae infested bits of dwarf sage out. I just nip the leaves off. I could get my scissors and do it posh, but the way this stuff spreads, that's not an issue. Any other really bad bits? No, that'll do for that, I think. That's most of it anyway. That's some random moss from somewhere. I'll get rid of the moss as well, because otherwise moss can take over if you're not careful. Oh, no, back in, there we go. Right, there was a guppy in my hand. So that's made a difference there. What's growing on the Anubias, however, could be a bit trickier. Look out, rainbow fishies. I think what we're going to have to do there especially while we got the main pump filter turned off, is see if I can find where my hydrogen peroxide went. Where are you, hydrogen peroxide? There we go. And where my Calpol syringe went. This is me, I can never find anything. There it is. Where? That's why I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it because it was where it was supposed to be. Now this is just a food grade 3% hydrogen peroxide in a spray bottle, so a bit more awkward to use. So we'll draw some up, hopefully. Yep. Put that down somewhere. I'm not going to knock it over because half a bottle of hydrogen peroxide on the carpet would not go down well. And I'm just going to spot apply it. If I've actually got any, or is that just air in there? I think that was pretty much just air. We'll try that again. As the bottle is getting rather low at the moment, so that's oh, come on, work. Right. I think we actually have. Let's just have a quick. Yep, we do actually have. We've got some this time. That's better. Right. Again, hitch sleeve, and we'll just basically just squirting it on the affected areas. And a couple of syringes full of this in a tank this size isn't going to make a difference. As into, it won't poison or kill the fish. As soon as it oxidises, which you won't be able to see, but there's a stream of tiny bubbles coming up out of there now. So that's all good and sorted. It'll go red over the course of the next day or two. And then the platies will start eating it. And the other place I've got some algae, which I'm not really surprised is growing on the top of the wood. It's just green hair algae. So I shall just manually remove that. There's not a lot of it, but you know. And there we go, that's that. Then we look at what else do we want to do in the tank. Get down on the level. Ah yes, there's some on the heater as well, isn't there? We'll de-algify the heater. And so don't be embarrassed if you've got algae in your tank. It's not necessarily a bad thing. And obviously if you've got acres and acres of it, and if you could like plait it, then yeah, perhaps, but a little bit of green hair, a little bit, a little bit of algae doesn't do any harm. In some cases it can actually look quite pleasant. This rock's a bugger for growing it. Oh, there's more moss as well. Ooh, hitch sleeve up. Let's see. This is where having arms like a gibbon helps. It means I can reach right down into the tank without getting my armpit wet. Without getting soggy pits. Haha! Which is where that person's YouTube name comes from. So that's that done. I shall pour this down the sink and get on with the next bit. Yeah, that's nasty. Need to put it down there for refilling. So the next thing we're going to do is, probably help I'll put it in a camera shot. Cheapo plastic jug, bit of water, and some of my trimmings of limnophilia mainly. So we're just going to make a couple of bunches, small bunches, and grab because no matter how carefully I plant it, I have Dave in the tank, and Dave likes nothing better than to dig up new plants, so we use some good old-fashioned plant weights. It's just the, might be Tetra, might be someone else, just the roll of, well, I'll say lead strip, but it isn't lead. It's a variety. It's a tungsten alloy. Let's go with, put it like that. So it's not dangerous for the fish or anything else. Just pop that down the back. That will soon grow. We've got enough for another bundle. Should have loads and loads of it. That's not very long. That's a bit ropey. That is the top, yes. Limnophilia, yeah, it's just a basic easy stem plant, as it were. Pretty much grows in any conditions, as stem plants are wont to do. They're not overly fussy. So at least these ones have actually got some root on as well, so they should take quite happily. They need a bit of weight. Oh, and there's a shrimp in the tub as well. So one of the hazards around here, no matter what I do, I always end up with a shrimp somewhere that there shouldn't be shrimp. Oh, there are shrimp in here. They've never been put in. I was just kind of looking one day, I thought, hang on, that's a... What I say, there are shrimp that haven't been put in. There are shrimp in here that have been put in. That'll be the bamboo shrimp. But the cherry shrimp have never been put in here on purpose. There are cherry shrimp somehow surviving in well, in with African cichlids basically. Butterfly cichlids, but they're surviving in there. And here we just have a little cutting of a crypt of some description. I can't remember which one it was. So again, I'll add a little weight. Just around the stem, not too tight. If you go too tight, you can damage the stem. And we will pop that in. Just down there, I think that'll probably do quite well there. So now what is left to be done? Dry my arm off first. So now it's just refill and turn back on. And how I do that is literally fill the bucket straight out of the sink using the hot and cold tap, or if you've got a mixed tap, play it by ear. And I just go with my hand, yeah, close enough. Yeah, that'll do. Add some dechlorinator to the bucket. Well, add the dechlorinator as I'm filling it. And then put it back in the tank till the tank's full. Turn the heater and filter back on, put the lid back on, job done. Anyway, that's been a fairly rambly, waffly type video, but there we go. So yes, doing a water change. Thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe bell or subscription button, the pineapple button if you haven't already. Pop the notification bell so you get notified of future videos, which is normally one a week, and a live stream on a Sunday at 6 PM GMT. And any questions or comments, leave them down below. But for now, get the camera angles right, have fun, enjoy your hobby, peace out, rock on, bye bye.